Greencastle.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. It's another long night on Capitol Hill as House Republicans push to pass a key bill tied to taxes and immigration. House lawmakers work late as GOP leaders tried to rally enough support for President Trump's plan. Speaker Mike Johnson is in tough negotiations, needing nearly full party support to pass the bill. Israel is tightening security at its embassies around the world after a deadly shooting in Washington, D.C. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced increased protection for Israeli diplomatic sites following the killing of 2 embassy staffers near a Jewish museum in Washington. And security is being increased at sensitive locations connected to New York City's Jewish community. In New York, Scott Pringle.
A suspect in custody and shouted "Free Palestine" while being arrested after the shooting outside the Capitol Jewish Museum Wednesday night. Authorities say 2 embassy staffers were shot and killed during a night out, and they were about to get engaged. New York City Mayor Eric Adams says he's directing the NYPD to step up security at sensitive places connected to the Jewish community. New York has the largest Jewish population in the world outside of Israel.
China is warning the U.S. to hit pause on President Trump's ambitious new missile defense plan. Beijing says it's gravely concerned about Trump's plan to build a $175 billion Golden Dome missile shield, which he says will be ready in under 3 years. New Jersey Congresswoman LaMonica McIver faces up to 16 years in prison on 2 assault charges in that chaotic incident at a Newark ICE detention center earlier this month. More from Kristen Marks.
The Democrat is accused of assaulting federal agents as they move to arrest Newark Mayor Ross Baraka at a protest outside Delaney Hall. McIver speaking to MSNBC.
And this is political intimidation from the Trump administration. I mean, me being charged is absurd, especially when I'm just there to do my job.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
If you want the highest quality, locally grown fruits and produce nature will allow, apple peaches, pumpkin pie, and so much more. Tracy's Orchard, 12483 Hollowell Church Road in Greencastle, 717-597-7565. They also have 19 varieties of apples, 18 varieties of peaches, and lots of other fruits and vegetables, all locally grown. There's nothing better than their homemade goods, jams, jellies, pie fillings, ciders, and freshly baked pies made with their products. Apple peaches, pumpkin pie. Tracy's Orchard, stop on by.
Tracy's Orchard, helping to sponsor the programming on WRGG.
Franklin Hospice, a nonprofit provider of hospice care and end-of-life services, has been licensed in Pennsylvania and is now open to serve patients and their families. This organization also operates Hospice of Washington County, which has built a trusted reputation of quality caring for over 40 years. The team at Franklin Hospice consists of nurses, social workers, CNAs, chaplains, volunteers, and bereavement staff. They will work with the hospice physician and the patient's primary physician to offer a number of services, including managing the patient's pain and symptoms, assisting the patient with the emotional, psychological, and spiritual effects of dying, providing needed medications, supplies, and equipment, coaching the family and caregivers how to care for the patient, and providing bereavement care and counseling to surviving family and friends. Franklin Hospice is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to provide support. For more information, call 717-504-3465 or visit franklinhospice.org, a nonprofit organization.
Right here in hometown Greencastle, you'll find always fresh, home-style salads made the way you like, prepared locally in their very own kitchen. That's Branded Meats and Deli, 102 South Ansem Way in Greencastle. Macaroni, potato, redskin potato, cream slaw, coleslaw, and others. Looking for something for lunch or enough for the entire family's evening meal? You'll find it all at Brandon Meats and Deli. Having a special event, Brandon offers a large catering menu with a wide variety of options, including setup and serving your guests. They are open Mondays 8 a.m. till 3 p.m., Tuesday through Friday 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and Saturday 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Brandon Meats, helping to support the programming of WRGG. WRGG is your local sports connection. We're proud to bring you play-by-play action of the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. Whenever you can't make it to the game, tune in to 93.7 WRGG or on the web at WRGG.org. Local high school sports broadcasts are brought to you by Henry's Flooring, 11825 Molly Pitcher Highway, Premier Kitchen and Bath, 11647 Molly Pitcher Highway. Antrim Insurance Agency, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Franklin Veterinary Associates, 2380 Buchanan Trail West, Lumber Direct, 10 East Walder Avenue, Greencastle Notary Services, 38 East Baltimore Street. Alternative Choices, 13 South Carlisle Street. Patriot Federal Credit Union with 6 locations in Franklin County. Carl's Drugstore, 145 North Antrim Way. And Lizzie's Restaurant, 2753 Buchanan Trail West. The only station around bringing you high school play-by-play action, and it happens right here on your local sports connection, 93.7 WRGG.
WRGG weather.
Now the weather forecast for WRGG. For today, we will have mostly cloudy skies with showers and scattered thunderstorms, high around 65. Tonight, a chance of scattered showers ending around midnight, then becoming partly cloudy by morning, low around 50. Friday, partly cloudy and breezy with a chance of scattered afternoon showers and isolated thunderstorms, high around 64. And Friday night, partly cloudy skies, low around 46. The weekend outlook. Saturday, mostly sunny, high around 65, low around 47. And Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high around 69. For WRGG, I'm Nowcast meteorologist Jim Vaughn.
Currently, it is 53 degrees, cloudy skies, a little rain falling out there, humidity 99%. Record average today, 93 degrees. Back in 1911, it was 31 degrees on this date in 2002. First of 2 days for 2002 having a cold streak. 52 to 76, that is your normal temperatures for this time of the year. We're at 53, so it's okay. 5:50 in the a.m., that's when the sun will come up, or did. 8:25 tonight's when it'll set, and that'll give us 14 hours, 35 minutes of daylight. Again, temperature at 53 degrees at 93.7 WRGG.
And now, The Morning Show on 93.7 WRGG. And on the web at WRGG.org.
Was this the first album you bought, Vern? It's Vern McCauley Day, you can tell.
Yep.
It's a dirty, dirty, low down little Boss Skaggs.
Boss Skaggs coming at you at 8:10 on a Thursday morning. Just remember, Greg, if you can't be with the one you love the one you're with.
Can you get a... Yeah, don't... No.
No, I love you, but not, not biblically. Put your hand in the hand of the man and still the water.
Here we go.
Here we go.
The Reverend Vernon McCauley.
We're going to hit the ground running today.
Oh, we already
I got up super early. I'm not going to tell you what time. You go. Read your stats.
No. I read my stats. I was just going to tell everybody I'm Greg Hoover. He's Vernon McCauley, and we're ready to go. He is wound up and jelly tight or something like that.
Yeah, that's an out. That could have been out.
So that was Pearl Jam. No, it wasn't.
Pearl Jam. Was it Gallery? Was it the Archies?
No, it wasn't that.
It was one of those bubblegum bands.
It
was from the 60s. Jam Up and Jelly Tight. Yeah.
Tommy Rowe.
Tommy Rowe.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got up super early this morning. So I think I told you. I was going to focus on obituaries this morning.
Yeah.
And Lisa said last night, well, that's enough to make me not want to tune in.
I like your obituaries.
So I get up this morning. I'm, going through my morning routine. I'm on social media, and I see a couple of interesting things. I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a top 10 list of things I learned on social media today.
Okay.
And, of course, my top 10 list is 12.
Right.
Plus, I have ideas for next week.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you talk about being proactive.
You are.
I'm proactive.
Now, I want to go back because you started a conversation.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
About the albums. So let's complete that one because you got "Let It Be" from Bill Gore.
Yes.
Or not Bill Gore. That came from Chris Palladino. Bill Gore said let me get it here. The first album he bought was John Mellencamp's, and it would have been John Cougar.
Right.
Nothing Matters, and What If It Did? His first 45 was The Devil Went Down to Georgia by Charlie Daniels.
Okay. I told you, for some unknown reason, I think I actually saved the first album I ever bought.
Yeah.
Now, there was no significance to the album other than it was the most affordable.
Yeah, okay.
Because I went to a record store back when we had record stores.
Sure, yeah.
And I think I found an album on sale. I thought, well, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
She's pretty.
She's pretty to look at. I'll give her 8 out of 10.
Just for that.
Rate a record. I used to rate records differently than Dick Clark.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
So let me tell you how I did not come up with this question myself. Let me tell you how I came up with it.
Okay.
Okay. So in my top 10 list, this is number 12.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to call this Focus on My Facebook Friends. Okay.
Focus.
And I'm not.
Just like Focus on the Family, but
Focus
different.
on the Family. Yeah, Reverend Dr. James Dobson.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm Facebook friends with Dusty Myers.
I know Dusty.
I know Dusty too.
Yeah, Curtis Dusty Myers.
Don't know him as well as you.
Yeah.
And it
Lived on South Allison Street, right beside
older
Rick
than
Reeder.
me. So what's that?
Right beside Rick Reeder, there's an alley
Okay.
down between. Okay.
Well,
You asked.
We go off on tangents. These are Greencastle tangents. I don't know how it happened. There was a request one day.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes I ponder Facebook requests for a long time, and for different reasons, but I didn't want to tick him off.
Yeah, he's a bigger guy than you.
So I figured I'm going to go ahead and he lives an interesting life.
In Texas, right?
All my exes live in Texas. I bet he's seen a couple of them, places he hangs out.
I bet, yeah.
He lives in Texarkana, Texas. But he travels a lot, and he travels throughout the southeast portion of the United States.
Is he a truck driver?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
works for one of the food companies in Texas.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, 2 days ago, Dusty Myers posted, and hopefully he's a listener. Maybe he listens. Maybe that's why he sent me a Facebook request. Dusty and his wife, Tina, and their friend, Taylor Wagner, okay, it's Wagner, okay, they went to the Shed Smokehouse and Juke House.
Oh,
so it's a smoked meat place.
Yeah.
That has music.
Yes.
And it's a biker bar.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Do you still have a bike?
I do.
Okay. Well, you could go there.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for the permission.
It's a biker bar in Marysville, Tennessee.
Oh.
I'll have to see if Jason knows where that's at.
It's not near Texas. I do know that.
So they have theme nights.
Okay.
And they have a night called Tune In Tuesday. And they have trivia questions or questions to ponder. And their question was, what's your first album you ever bought? And was it? And do you still think it was a cool album, or does it make you cringe? And it's something you don't want to share with your biker friends.
Carole King Tapestry. No, that would have been a cool album.
Yeah, and I tell you,
Archies would have been.
this place, if you ever want to go there, the Shed Smokehouse and Juke House, they have a lot of nights that they feature crawfish.
Oh,
So if you're a big crawfish fan, have you ever eaten a crawfish?
No.
I didn't either.
No.
I just couldn't do it.
No.
I mean, it's a delicacy in New Orleans, and no way.
No,
I just
thank you.
couldn't do it. So that's how I came up with that.
Okay.
Okay, Tune In Tuesday.
Now I'm afraid that my first album might have been one of those 99-cent with all the hits on. Wasn't the real people.
Right.
I didn't know that when I first
I
bought the album.
understand that. That's not what mine was.
Yeah.
But that was it. So in order to get through, let's hit the ground running.
Okay, here we go.
Number
This is
one.
Vernon's top
I started
12
with
list.
12. Now I'm going back to number one.
Okay.
Did you know, and do you believe this, because Lisa doesn't believe this. She's got in my barometer.
Yeah.
And she's got a BS meter. And she said, there's no way. Well, we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Okay.
If you take an ear of corn and you drop it in a brown paper bag,
Okay.
and then you take a healthy slice of butter
Yeah.
and drop the butter in, and then you close up the bag, and you want to make sure it's good and tight, okay?
All right. Okay.
Put it in the microwave for 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Really?
Get it out of the microwave, open it up, you have a bag of popcorn.
Huh. Let me know how that works
I
out.
am, because I'm going to try it first. We're probably going to do it for movie night this weekend,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I suspect we're going to watch a movie.
Okay.
And it's weekend.
And no,
What
yeah,
else are we going to do?
I don't know.
Can't go out anymore.
No, too old to do that.
It's
by
pretty
the
bad
wa-
when you have to be home before the band starts playing.
I gotta go.
Go ahead.
Crawfish taste like lobster, according to Stan Flenner. They are very good.
Okay.
And
All right.
but he also writes in cardboard license plates are common in West Virginia. That's why Vern likes that one.
That's right, and they taste like cardboard. I thought Stan was going to say they taste like chicken. Yeah. Okay.
Barbecue
Here's a Stan question: can you smoke crawfish?
I don't know.
It might be easier.
I guess
more
you can
palatable.
smoke anything.
But anyway, so I'm going to try that because and I just told her last night I'm looking forward to the end of school so we can have more sleepovers with my youngest grandchildren.
Yeah.
I don't know that my older ones think it's as cool as it used to be.
I doubt it.
But
just
I
my
am
guess.
going to have a sleepover with all 4 grandchildren.
Oh,
I'm
very
going to
good.
make them come. I may pay the older ones, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but you make them come. Yeah.
I think it's going to be fun. Number 2, you've probably seen this already, but the Greencastle Anthem School District, they're doing something on Facebook called Senior Spotlight.
Yeah.
I think that's really
It's
cool.
very cool.
It's a
Yeah,
great
very
idea. It talks about the graduating seniors and what they're going to do
Once they move on.
as they move on.
Yeah.
And I think it's really, really cool. So, along with that, today is award presentation day at Greencastle Anthem Senior High School.
Yes.
That's when they hand out the scholarships.
Are you going up?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. No, I'm immediate past president of the Greencastle Anthem
Immediate
Education
past
Foundation.
president, yeah.
So I think my job is to be around when they need me.
Yeah.
When the other 4 can't be there
Other
for
4
something,
presidents? Or
the other 4
Officers.
executive office members.
By
which
the
is
way,
fine.
Stan says, would not try it. They would become rubbery. Steam or boil is the only way I would eat them.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Stan.
If they became rubbery, you could maybe use them for fishing bait. You'd make a lure, make a fishing lure.
Sure. Is that a story?
The
A lure?
No. Education Foundation has counted it, now I can't remember what the number is, Greg. A bunch, let's say close to 20 scholarships that they manage and facilitate and have a hand in awarding those scholarships today. There's 15, there's like 20, but then some of the scholarships are multiple.
Right.
So there's over 40 scholarships going to be awarded today on behalf of the Education Foundation. As an example, Waste Management awards 5 $1,000 scholarships today.
That's pretty cool.
And we manage that fund, and it's very, very cool. Okay, then next, Wolf's Bakery.
Wolf's Bakery.
I'm
Remember
sure
that?
you went there as a young lad.
I did. I don't know that I was so young, but I
Okay.
went there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, someone posted. It was the place to go for soft pretzels.
Yeah.
Of course, that's before Mama K's was here.
Right.
And they had the best cinnamon buns ever. Did you ever get a cinnamon bun there?
Probably, but
Okay.
I can't say that I remember them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember Wolf's, but I remember,
remember
Brickers.
Wolf's?
I remember Bricker's Superette.
Well, Wolf's came after Brickers.
Oh,
Wolf
they
was-
did.
Yeah, they were after Brickers.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, after
Never
Brickers.
mind.
Yeah. Same place,
yeah.
but after Brickers. Yeah.
Okay. I worked with Bricker's. What was his name?
Harold.
I worked with Harold's brother, Don Bricker. Played slow pitch softball with him.
Slip pitch.
Slow pitch.
Oh, okay.
Slow pitch.
Okay.
Okay. Next item on my list of top 10, which are really 12.
Facebook. What is it called?
Facebook.
Yeah, you had a title for this.
Did I?
Yeah. It was Facebook Fantasies? No, that wasn't it.
That's a different list. That's the after hours show list.
Facebook Friends with
Yeah. Well, no, it was Facebook Friend Focus.
Yes, there
That's
it
when
is.
I focused on Dusty Meyer.
Yes, that's right. Okay,
Now, these
yeah.
are just
random
things that I learned this morning
On Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's my favorite social media platform.
Yeah.
Even though I resisted being on Facebook for many years, I didn't want any parts of it. But I got sucked in because of work.
Yeah.
Because I was expected to check on the analytics of our reach and platforms and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I said that's why God made young people to do that for me.
Do those for you.
To do it for me. I don't know if you're busy on Saturday night, September 20th or not, but the Pink Turtle Events, is hosting a masquerade adult prom.
September 20th.
September 20th. It's going to be at the Barrel House in Chambersburg.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little pricey.
Yeah.
$70 a person. I've heard people say from time to time they would like, some people that didn't go to the prom would like to go to a prom.
Yeah.
Some people had so much fun they wanted to do it again.
Right.
This is a masquerade prom. That way you can wear a mask so
No-
they don't know who
no,
you
it's-
are. So
no,
if you're
it-
a little bit embarrassed about being there, okay, they don't know who you are anyway.
That's right.
$70 a person.
Yeah.
According to my good Greencastle math, that's $140 a couple.
Yes, it is.
Okay. What do you get with that?
Yeah, Vern, what do you get with that?
Nothing. They have a cash bar.
Wow.
Okay,
What?
no, okay, you do get something. They have a cash bar.
Yeah.
And a grazing table.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I guess they just throw a lot of food out on the table and you just graze, and
Yeah.
you know when it's gone, it's gone.
It's
But
gone, yeah.
It sounds delightful.
It does.
But it's 8 till 11.
Yeah.
Okay, and I could only stay till 9:30
Yeah,
because I need to be home by 10 in my jammies and slippers. But anyway, so that's coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we hear about this at Old Home Week meetings. We only have 2 more Old
I
Home
know,
Week meetings
I know.
before Old Home Week, which is shocking to me.
Yes.
You know, my 2 events, the unofficial opening and the alumni banquet.
Yes.
I always say we're good to go.
Yeah. we're not.
Oh, we are.
Okay.
We are. It's a matter of
Just pretend like we're
matter
good
of
to
speaking.
go. Yeah.
The chamber has vintage Old Home Week gear available right now. So if you want to stock up on some items to wear during Old Home Week,
Yeah.
Chamber of Commerce is a place to
Now,
go.
when they say vintage, does that mean things they didn't sell the last time?
Last couple times.
Yeah,
Last
okay.
couple times.
It's not like it comes out in vintage.
Right. Well, you can
yeah.
get an Old Home Week T-shirt, $5.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a good deal. Polos, 10 to 15, $15 hats, $10 visors, and the popular Old Home Week tumblers,
Yeah.
$25. But
There
they're
you go.
good quality. That's why
That's why they're
you get what you pay
$25.
for.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chamber, specifically Debbie Cunningham, because when I started working on this little project, it was last year, and Debbie was still the chamber
Yeah.
director, and she still works there part time.
Right. Yeah.
For the, let me see how to say this, for the military appreciation football game last
yes,
year.
yeah.
We made a presentation pregame to the Keith Russell family, to Katie Russell and the
Right.
children, and we presented them with a hometown hero banner. It was the full size,
Right.
and then we gave them the smaller garden flag variety for themselves.
Yeah.
And with the understanding that the hometown hero banner would be put up with this round this year in
Yeah.
2025, and Chief Russell's banner would be as close to the police station as possible.
Okay.
And that's where it's at. And thank you, Debbie Cunningham, for making that
Yeah.
happen.
That's very cool. That's
is.
very cool.
It is very, 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 very cool. We're having the 5th annual military appreciation football game. It's going to be here in Greencastle.
Well, good.
I don't remember the date, but we're having it again.
We're having it.
Greg, did you know that every day from May 20th, 2025 through May 29th, 2025 is the same frontwards and backwards? If you rewrite it,
Rewrite it.
whoa,
If you rewrite it,
if you rewrite it backwards, it's the same.
by numerals. By
Numerals,
yeah. Okay.
If you do 529.25 and you do 529.25 backwards, it's like that from May 20th to May 29th.
I would never have thought that,
I would never have thought that either.
or
But
probably
it must
never
be
would
true.
have cared. But
All right, let me
yeah.
ask you another question. Did you know, are you aware that this weekend is the 100th version of the PIAA track and field meet?
100.
100.
Really?
Yep.
That must have been one of the first things they started when they
Second.
started. Second
It was the
thing.
second. I don't know what the first one was.
Yeah.
Maybe you do. But
I don't.
I don't. Uno momento, por favor. Happy 100th anniversary. In 1925, track and field was the second sport adopted by the PIAA. The championships have only been held in 4 different sites.
Okay.
The easy ones are,
Penn State and Shippensburg.
do you know the other 2?
Probably, I'm going to say somewhere in Philly and somewhere in Pittsburgh, but I could be wrong.
They were not a part of the PIAA back then.
Oh, okay. All right.
But apparently, and I've never checked this out, but apparently Altoona, that's where the football championships used to be
Yes,
at
that's
Mansion
true.
Park.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That may be somewhat of a central location in Pennsylvania.
It could be,
It
yes.
could be.
It could be right in the middle. Yeah.
So Mansion Park, it was held from 30 to 32 and 1943, which was a war year.
yeah.
I don't know if that's significant or not, Penn State University, 2 different periods of time from 35 to 42, and then again for 31 years from 1944 through 75.
Yeah.
That's where Ed Baumgardner, he has pictures of the old Penn State.
All right.
And it was in the infield. It was in the center.
Well, it was certainly at Beaver Stadium.
Yes.
And they had a track at Beaver Stadium at the time, but then football started to grow, and they took the track out. And
they also had a press box, and honest to goodness, Ed's got pictures of this.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot bigger than our press box at Cayley Field right now. And then the other was Bucknell University.
Oh, okay.
From the first 4, from 25 to 29,
We're
was
at Bucknell.
at Bucknell.
I
thought that was pretty interesting.
That is interesting.
That is
interesting. Been involved in those for a long time.
You have.
but
You
not
have.
recently,
and I was
but
going to shine a light on that too, but thank you for blowing your own horn. Okay. Next up, Greg. Now, you live in a hoity-toity development, and I know you're upper crust.
I don't live at the golf course, my friend.
By the,
we don't have a golf course surrounding.
Retirement community, and you're there for a reason. We all know that. I assume you have stainless steel appliances in your kitchen.
Stainless steel what?
Appliances.
Oh, appliances. Actually, we do, yeah.
Yeah, you do. Of course you do.
Yeah.
Does it bother you how they streak?
Or smear, yeah.
Streak or smear? Yeah, I mean, it bothers me.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're, that's a little bit of my OCD coming
I was
through.
going to say, that's OCD shining through. Yeah.
Homemade remedy.
Yeah.
When taking care of that, cleaning your stainless steel appliances, you could really impress Rhonda if you do this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? And this is
Vern, how do you know I don't impress her every day anyway?
This is I'm sure you do. This is non-caustic. This is all natural. Okay? Well, I think. If you get yourself a spray bottle.
All right.
Get a half a cup of rubbing alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone even have rubbing alcohol anymore?
Do you and do people rub alcohol on them only when they're taking a shot or something? Yeah.
Do you ever have to use a Soybean Junior?
I can't recall that.
I did, but do they even make that anymore?
I don't know.
I had a terrible accident with a Soybean Junior one time. I had my foot propped up on my thigh, and I had some toe issues, and for some unknown reason, the top came off. The applicator, it came off, and it spilled all over.
First of all,
you can take it from there.
I'm trying to picture you with your foot on your thigh.
I was probably 14 years old.
Okay, then that can be true.
Yeah, I was much thinner, much younger,
because
I wasn't any dumber. I was at the same level of
right. The intelligence level is still the same. Yeah.
Right. Okay, and if you do that, you spray and wipe.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
The rubbing
creates
alcohol.
a sparkling finish.
Just rubbing alcohol.
Oh, I didn't finish that.
No.
Half a cup of rubbing alcohol, a third of a cup of vinegar, white, and 12 ounces of water.
Okay.
Shake that up, spray it, wipe it off, sparkling. You can see yourself.
Oh,
you can see
this is like Heloise tips, for the kitchen. Now, Vernon.
Yes, yes, Heloise. Hints from Heloise.
Hints from Heloise.
Used to be right next to Dear Abby. My mother. Oh my goodness. Obituaries, Abby. Heloise.
Yeah, that was it.
And she used to get so furious about people that would write to Dear Abby. That's something you should keep to yourself. I don't care what you did with your dog. Okay.
And your little dog, too.
I may have told you this before on Facebook. Like, I'm not active. I don't post stuff. I don't comment.
Yeah.
I think, I've said this many times before, I think all social media should come with a breathalyzer, and after you've had like maybe 2 glasses of wine, you should be prohibited from posting or commenting on anything.
Good point.
Because that's when I've been the closest to doing that. But anyway, I think I told you this before. I follow a cat.
Yeah, I know you do.
Named Penny.
Yeah.
And a cute cat. I have a cat of mine.
I know
Baxter.
Yes,
Yeah.
Well aware here.
And in today's episode of Penny the Cat, Penny applied for a job as a ham taste tester.
Oh, great
because
job.
She craves ham. She eats ham, and it's not good for her because it causes her to retain fluid, and then she gets puffy, and it's a whole litany of issues after that.
Oh, man. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I got.
Where are we at on the list?
Let's
there,
stop.
Is it in? Okay.
We're not done.
Okay.
But no,
we need to take a break.
Give people a reason to stay with us.
Well, they got to go to the bathroom.
If you haven't turn this off yet.
They're riveted to the radio.
Oh, bathroom. That's another.
Yeah,
we're going to do another.
Oh, okay. Don't go away, folks. It don't go away. I'll leave it at that. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Morning Show on WRGG. 93.7 WRGG. With news and weather together. Coming up next, WRGG LP. Greencastle.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill has passed the House. Early this morning, lawmakers approved the massive spending plan, 215 to 214, with all Democrats and 2 Republicans voting against it. One of those Republicans was Representative Thomas Massey of Kentucky.
If something is beautiful, you don't do it after midnight. I oppose this bill.
Gentleman's time has expired.
The other was Ohio's Warren Davidson. The bill, if it becomes law, would make big cuts to Medicaid, with an estimated 7.6 million Americans losing health insurance over the next 10 years. A Chicago man is accused of shooting and killing 2 Israeli embassy staff members outside Washington, D.C.'s Capital Jewish Museum. Police say Elias Rodriguez was taken into custody following the shooting last night. He could be heard shouting "Free Palestine" while he was being arrested. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Hey, Ben, having car troubles?
My car's not running right. Me back on the road again.
I know where you can take it. Dixon Service Center, 260 North Carlisle Street in Greencastle. They're beside the Jerome King Playground. Go see Dave and Paul Dixon for all of your complete auto and light truck repairs. These guys have been doing it since 1977. They can do almost anything. On the road again. If your vehicle is giving you troubles, they're the ones to see. Call Dave or Paul at 717-597-2010.
I'm Ben Thomas Jr., and I approved this message.
Dixon Service Center, another fine sponsor making the programming of WRGG possible.
This is a Radio PA News Update. In a rare display of bipartisanship, the U.S. Senate unanimously passed the No Tax on Tips Act. This legislation, a key campaign promise from President Trump's 2024 run, allows tip workers to deduct up to $25,000 in cash tips from their federal income taxes. Introduced by Senator Ted Cruz and co-sponsored by Democrat Jackie Rosen, the bill swiftly passed with unanimous consent. It amends the Internal Revenue Code, capping the deduction at $25,000 annually for workers earning up to $160,000. The act is part of a larger Republican One Big Beautiful Bill agenda. 2 Israeli embassy staff members were killed Wednesday near the Capital Jewish Museum in Washington, D.C. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem confirmed the deaths, stating an active investigation is underway. Metropolitan Police Chief Pamela Smith identified the suspect as 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez, who is now in custody. Rodriguez allegedly approached the group, opened fire, and then entered the museum while he was detained. The Israeli ambassador confirmed the victims were a young couple about to be engaged. Police in Allentown are still investigating a shooting near William Allen High School that occurred on Wednesday morning. Officers responded to North 18th Street just after 8:30 a.m., finding an adult female with a non-life-threatening gunshot wound to the leg. 2 adult persons of interest have been detained, and 2 firearms were recovered. William Allen High School was briefly on lockdown, which was lifted around 9:15 a.m. The investigation remains active. And finally, some cucumbers sold in Pennsylvania are being recalled due to a salmonella outbreak. The illnesses are tied to cucumbers grown by South Florida-based Bedner growers and distributed by Fresh Start Produce Sales. At least 26 people in 15 states have fallen ill and 9 had to be hospitalized. I'm Juan Arango, and you're up to date with Radio PA.
Greencastle Ace Hardware is expanding again to serve you even better with a larger inventory of in-stock merchandise to select from. Greencastle Ace Hardware is a locally owned, family business with a friendly, knowledgeable customer service staff, always available if you need help when shopping for your hardware needs. Greencastle Ace Hardware is conveniently located at 785 South Washington Street near the fire station. Ace Hardware also offers custom glass cutting, window and screen repair, house and auto key cutting is available. Have a question? You may call Greencastle Ace Hardware at 717-597-7799. Greencastle Ace Hardware is a proud supporter of WRGG.
From
High atop Broadcast House in downtown Greencastle, here's a look at WRGG's local news with Scott Douglas.
Morning, a lot of things happening in and around the 717 for the Memorial Day weekend. We'll get to some of those. Greencastle's Memorial Day ceremony and parade set for Monday morning at 10:30. I know you've been listening and have heard all about it. It starts on Baltimore Street, moves to the Cedar Hill Cemetery for a ceremony at 11. Mercersburg's 95th annual Memorial Day parade and service will be held Monday, May 26, 8:30 in the morning. And there are a whole slew of other events coming up in and around the tri-state over the next couple of days. You can just search online for a specific town to get more information. In Shippensburg, a Carlisle man is facing numerous charges after allegedly assaulting a woman on the campus of Shippensburg University. Tavian Tavon Gill allegedly admitted to dragging the woman out of her dorm room and assaulting her, according to the Shippensburg University Police. Gill remains in Cumberland County Jail after being charged with felony aggravated assault with extreme indifference and other offenses. All right, let me look at my clock. Yes, exactly. Every year, just about this very moment, many of us say, look at that. Old Home Week is almost here. And with that, everybody does it. And with that comes the Old Home Week Window Display Contest. Committee Chair, our own Bill Gore, says with over 40 windows available, quote, setting up a display presents the opportunity to get actively involved in Old Home Week, unquote. So you can get involved by registering online at oldhomeweek.org. In other news, the Franklin County Veterans Affairs Office has announced a scheduling change for its monthly Franklin County Military Share Food Distribution Program. Veterans and families that normally pick up their monthly food supply on the second Tuesday of each month will pick up their food on the third Tuesday of June 17th. That's just a one-time change. It goes back to the regular schedule in July. The Boys and Girls Clubs of Chambersburg and Shippensburg held a ribbon cutting recently and a grand opening for their new Chambersburg location. The new facility is at the Franklin County Housing Authority on West Washington Street. Now, here's a warning that comes from the Frederick County, Maryland Health Department, but it's of interest to everyone in every community. It's about a new illegal and very dangerous designer drug showing up in the county. It's called 5-FADB, but it also goes by the names of Spice and K2. It could cause serious harm or even death, the department says. It often comes in bags with pictures of tigers, and the labels might say THC diazilarus. They also say it can look like an herbal incense or potpourri. Narcan can be used if you suspect someone has overdosed on this drug. Be aware. Scott Douglas on 93.7 WRGG.
Looking for a retirement community close to your hometown? Heritage Retirement Community is in your backyard, located on Shanks Church Road off the Williamsport Pike. Heritage has expanded and has all of the amenities of the big retirement homes in the neighboring towns, but like Greencastle itself, offers you that small town feel. Heritage has it all, from meals prepared by an on-site chef, a hair salon, to a full range of activities on a daily basis. On-site physical and occupational therapy is offered, as well as physician and podiatry services. For more information, go to heritageofgreencastle.com. Find them on Facebook or set up a visit by calling 717-593-0334. Heritage Retirement Community has it all in your own backyard.
Here's a look at local sports with John Freeman.
The District 3 softball tournament kicks back into gear for several Franklin County teams. Good morning, everyone. I'm John Freeman reporting for WRGG Sports, brought to you by the John Allison Public House, 155 South Antrim Way in Greencastle, involved in your local community. The Blue Devil softball team plays their first game of the PIAA District 3 Class 5A softball championships today as they host Lower Dauphin in a quarterfinal round matchup. Greencastle, who is the number 1 seed in the tournament, had a first-round bye, while Lower Dauphin advanced to the quarterfinals by defeating Hershey 11-6 in the first round on Monday. This afternoon's quarterfinal game is scheduled to be played at 4:30, weather permitting, in Greencastle. If played, the game will be broadcast live on 93.7 FM, WRGG, and streaming at midpennbroadcasting.com. The winner of this afternoon's quarterfinal matchup will advance to next Tuesday's semifinals and also earn a spot in the PIAA State 5A softball tournament. Also scheduled to play today, if the weather cooperates, are the Chambersburg Lady Trojans, as they will be in action in the 6A District 3 softball tournament. The Trojans, who are the number 5 seed in the bracket, advance to the quarterfinals with a 9-4 victory Monday over Red Lion. Chambersburg will host number 13 seeded Manheim Township in Norlow Park this afternoon, with game time tentatively scheduled for 4:30. A win for the Lady Trojans will also move them into the 6A semifinals and earn them a spot in the state tournament. Finally, the Shippensburg Lady Greyhounds will also be in action today in the 5A softball quarterfinals. The number 13 seeded Shippensburg team knocked off number 4 seeded Donegal 7-6 in the first round and will travel to face number 5 seeded Redland this afternoon at 4:30. That's a look at sports for a Thursday. Have a great day, everyone. I'm John Freeman reporting for WRGG Sports, brought to you by the John Allison Public House, 155 South Antrim Way in Greencastle, involved in your local community.
WRGG weather.
Now the weather forecast for WRGG. For today, we will have mostly cloudy skies with showers and scattered thunderstorms, high around 65. Tonight, a chance of scattered showers ending around midnight, then becoming partly cloudy by morning, low around 50. Friday, partly cloudy and breezy with a chance of scattered afternoon showers and isolated thunderstorms, high around 64. And Friday night, partly cloudy skies, low around 46. The weekend outlook. Saturday, mostly sunny, high around 65, low around 47. And Sunday, mostly sunny skies, high around 69. For WRGG, I'm nowcast meteorologist Jim Vaughn.
53 degrees right now under cloudy skies at WRGG. I'm Greg Hoover along with Vernon McCulley. It's Vern's Day, Thursday. Vernon did
Clear.
He's got his headphones out like it's a defibrillator or something like that.
Defibrillator. Yeah, thank you, Greg.
Well, I know your heart problems. So
No, fine. No, I'm good.
I know you are. I know
feel
you are.
good.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
know.
me. Picture of health.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Now-
I got a text message.
Oh, okay. By the way, Stan Flynn, I wanted to know if you needed tickets for the game. You do for the softball game. You get those online. I was trying to look up to see if PIAA or District 3 made any.
You go to the bracket.
Yeah.
You go to the bracket, and there's a link there to get the tickets. I think they're $6.
Yes. Yes. And-
Championship game tickets are $8.
Which would be at Millersville this year.
Yes.
Millersville
Yes,
University.
And the boys are playing in Lancaster.
Oh, okay.
The championships this year in Lancaster.
At the Barnstormers Stadium, I think. They did one year. We were there. It was pretty cool. I remember that. So, Vernon, we went through your list, I think.
We did.
But you
so
got some
I have
other
a
things.
top 10 list, and there's 12 items. Leave it to me. I mean, it's pretty consistent with who I am.
Yes.
And I saved the two. I don't know if they're the best, but I saved two for last.
Okay.
Number 11.
Yeah.
So you and I both have taken a ribbing because the significant others in our lives are much younger than we are.
We get that every now and then. I call it, Vern, jealousy.
Jealousy and envy. Yep. Rhonda's 15 years younger than you.
Yes.
Lisa's 12 years younger than me.
Yes.
Okay. You know, when we were teenagers, that would have been a problem. We would have never got our clearances.
No, we
but now that we're much older, it
okay.
doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Enter Bill Belichick.
He's our hero. He
Bill-
makes us look
Oh,
good.
man.
He makes us look good.
I saw a picture on Facebook, and it was very apropos because Bill Belichick was sitting down. His girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, was standing up because he couldn't do it the other way around.
No.
And it just made more sense. I'm already down here. Just let me sit down.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick, 73.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Hudson, former second runner-up in the Miss Maine contest, is 24. Wow. He's 49 years older than she is. There is no possible explanation.
No, there isn't.
He's
Well,
Bill
there is.
Belichick. He's probably, over the years, maybe one of the crankier coaches in football.
Any
And that's
sport,
just
yeah.
his demeanor. That's who
Right.
he is because he's a perfectionist.
Right.
And he's driven by
The desire to be perfected,
yeah, desire for perfection. But I don't even know how to explain that.
I don't think it can be explained.
It can't be
Yeah,
explained.
it is an unknown force of nature. I think.
So we're
that
gonna
is a
wrap it up.
Okay.
We're gonna wrap it up. Number 12.
Yeah.
And I said I was going to do obituaries today. The last one is a couple obituaries, but number one, I read this on Facebook.
Of course you did.
Jim Irsay.
Oh yes.
Owner of the Indianapolis Colts passed away at 65.
Yeah, that's not very old, is it?
It's not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not when we're
Now
knocking
here's
on
the thing that's
70's door.
troubling.
Yeah.
I think he was ill.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't, it's said that he passed away peacefully in his sleep yesterday afternoon. Okay.
Yeah.
So he was napping.
Yep.
I take a lot of naps. That's not how I want to go. I don't want to go while I'm napping. Because if I'm napping, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to be energized, and I want to get stuff done.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be then.
Right.
So we
Right.
talked off the
I
air.
get that. I get that.
You know, if it, under different situations and circumstances, if you got to pick when you passed, when would it be?
When would it be?
And it's probably not a good conversation
No.
for this radio program and or our demographic.
Well, for us, period.
Yeah, I mean that's okay.
Again,
so that's
as you
probably
said,
a little weird. So
knocking on.
who texted
Well,
you?
the interesting thing, Stan Flanner text, Chris Palladina text, and they text the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me count Chris's here a minute. 7. Chris did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dollar marks, both of them. Dollar marks. And they and Chris said they're dollar signs, not S's. And
Right.
Stan
'Cause I'm into
said-
money.
And the difference for the age gap. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
with
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Belichick and Hudson. Belichick
And I was
Hudson.
going to say, normally when rich old men have very young girlfriends, the logical thing is the money.
Right.
It's the logical thing.
That's what Rhonda thought. Boy, was she fooled.
Yeah, right. So Jim Irsay passed away
during
God
a
love
nap.
him. So his father, of course, was Robert Irsay,
Yeah.
who the original owner of the Colts, and he was the guy that moved them out in the dead of the night on the Mayflower moving vans, and he became one of the most detested and despised men in the history of Baltimore. He passed away
Still
some
to
time
this
ago,
day.
but he's still to this day he
Yeah.
is. And I think really Jim Irsay was a philanthropist.
Yeah.
And
you said that well.
I said
by
that
the way.
well.
You
I
did.
said that well. That's
You
a lot
did.
of syllables for me.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a lot of.
And he spent his life, I think, trying to erase the bad traits of his father.
Yes.
And if he did a really good job.
Right.
But God love him. And the,
Mike Bach was typed in, and he says
he's awake.
He's awake. He was here yesterday.
I
by the way.
heard.
I want to go in my sleep like my grandfather, not screaming and yelling like the passengers in his car.
Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good.
That was.
Yeah, Mike was good yesterday. He was good yesterday.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I wish him well when he has his hip surgery.
Yeah.
I hope everything goes well. And also, someone is probably near and dear to Mike's heart. Norm Peterson passed away.
Norm
Our
passed.
friend from Cheers. He was born in 1948, passed away, of course, in 2025. And there's a local connection to Norm Peterson. A lot of people probably don't know about this.
No.
But Lisa Copenhaver posted on Facebook. She's
Yeah.
a Facebook friend of mine. That and God love Kevin, her husband. We lost him several years ago, but they got a dog, and Kevin got to name the dog.
Yeah.
And he named the dog Norm because he wanted to be able to come home from work every day and say, "Hey, Norm, Norm."
Yeah.
Which I think
yep.
is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
So as I'm clicking, as you know, we go down the real rabbit hole.
Yes,
on
real
Facebook.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah, REEL. And if you look at one Cheers reel, you're going to get 25.
Right.
And this one was titled "The Most Priceless Norm Entry in the History of the
Cheer,
Show."
yeah.
So the clip starts with Dr. Fraser Crane, his wife Lilith, who was a joy,
Yeah.
and their 11-month-old baby boy. And they're at the far side of the bar, And Lilith is just going off about how wrong it is to have the baby in there. What is it going to do to his social development? He's hanging around these people. He's never going to learn how to articulate clearly, listening to the way these people talk in here. About that time, and all you see, you don't see the front of the baby, you see the back of the baby. And about that time, Norm comes busting through the door, and he looks in, and you hear this, Norm. And it was the baby. It was hilarious.
I'm going to have to look
I
that one
can't
up.
tell you how funny that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to YouTube and Google
Norm
that.
and baby
What was Fraser Crane's son's name? Because he has a new show. I don't think it's been canceled yet, but
Yeah,
it should have been.
he's on that, yeah.
Yeah, but his son, he actually, I think he tried to move in with his son, but he lives across the hall.
Okay.
And his son obviously
Yeah,
is older now, but I can't remember what the baby's name was. There was a boy though. Anyway, so.
All right.
That's my top. That's my top 12 website.
12. That's why.
Give me enough rope, I'll end up talking like.
We don't, that's why we don't have babies around Vernon.
So we did a Facebook friend focus. So right now I'm going to do a listener spotlight.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Dave Reeder.
Yeah.
Friend of both of ours. Lives in Somerset. I talked to Dave last Thursday, and it never ceases to amaze me when someone says something to me that they heard on the morning show. Because it proves. They're
people listening. Yeah.
And as soon as we get on the show,
sometimes
he
won't
said,
a minute.
hey, really good show today at Lumber Direct.
Yeah.
I said, well, thank you, Grave.
Dave.
Yeah. So you were listening. He goes, yeah. Yeah.
Well, just took a wild
he
guess.
Said,
I
I listen on my Alexa device and usually listen every morning.
Yeah.
I can't listen for the full 3 hours, nor would I want to.
it,
But
nor could you.
could I? But I
physically
usually catch it every day. And we were talking about Old Home Week. I talked to him for over 30 minutes. He's a fascinating guy. Loves Old Home Week.
Oh, yeah.
He's retired. He wants to be more involved moving forward, and hopefully he's going to have those opportunities. He wants to especially be a part of the pageant.
Right.
So, Dave, hopefully you're listening. Can you go to the website, oldhomeweek.org, and pull down the sign-up tab, I think is what it's called.
I think, yeah.
And it's for the pageant.
I got to do that, too.
Okay. And fill that out. It's very, very brief. And that goes directly to Pat Fridgen. I talked to her myself at our Monday night meeting, and not only does she want you to be a part of it, I think she has a scene for you.
Oh, okay. Very good.
I don't want to give it away, but there's a scene, and I know this is hard to believe. It's starring Greg Hoover, and there's room for two other people, two other male mature figures in that scene. I think you'd be perfect for one of those. And I could back into the other role, I guess. I'm still undecided if I want to do this or not.
Okay.
I do. I love being in a pageant. I've been in a pageant for a long time.
I know you have,
consecutively.
Vern. Yes.
So, another thing I learned, and this is after I came up with my top 10 list, which was actually 12 items.
Hey,
and
say hello to Rhonda, by the way, Vern.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
Evidently, she's listening.
Are you listening? Hopefully, you did. Did you hear any references to the age gap between you and Greg? Okay, good. And I didn't know if this was funny or troubling.
Okay.
Okay. Have you ever thought about this? I hope the answer is no.
I'm going to say no now.
You can make a hat for a baby out of a pamper. If you
I never thought of that.
And it's waterproof.
Well, yeah, I guess
okay?
it would be, yes.
So if you take the pamper
and just put
lay it on
head.
their head and feel the tabs back, at just the right angles,
okay.
It's a hat.
Okay.
It looks like one of my leather football helmets.
Yes.
Only it's a pamper.
That's okay.
It's a pamper.
Well, where'd you find this
It
at?
was on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
It was on Facebook.
Okay.
Obviously, you don't want to use a soiled pamper. You want to use a fresh pamper.
Fresh pamper.
But it's waterproof.
But if you're going outside,
It's actually it's a fine line between brilliant and troubling.
Yes.
Okay.
Good point.
It's
Good
a fine
point.
line there.
There's a lot of those
and
fine
that
lines.
one toes the line, but I never thought about it, but I guess you can. Okay.
This is what you did this morning.
That's what I did this morning.
Yeah.
So ideas for next week. Top recipes on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Because once you check out one, you get 25.
Yes, you do.
Top cleaning hacks on Facebook.
Okay.
I got a bunch of those because I clicked on a couple this morning. And one of my favorites, one of my personal favorites, because I'm friends with this guy. I really like this guy, Jan and Gray.
Yeah.
Jan and Gray quotes.
Oh, okay.
He's got a bunch of them.
Okay.
Jan and Gray quotes.
I didn't know he was.
That's 3 weeks. He's a.
I didn't know
obviously
he was a quoter.
Well, obviously he's a bodybuilder.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I think that's part of his motivation.
Yeah.
Or the quotes.
Oh,
and
okay.
he uses a lot of quotes, and he's a good guy. President of the school board right now, I believe.
I don't know.
I think he is.
Yeah,
I think he's president. Yeah.
That's how far removed I am.
I understand that.
It's just
I
Thursday.
understand that.
There could even be a meeting today. I don't know.
I'm getting far removed.
Let me see.
I'm getting more and more far. Today's Thursday. Is it second and fourth?
It's the first and third, and this is
Same thing.
So yeah, same thing, but
same thing, only different.
About a week later. This is one that you liked because there was 5 Thursdays, so that meant you'd have two Thursdays off. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
So,
yeah. It's the little things in life that are truly great.
It's amazing.
But that's all I got, and I was very happy. I was proud of myself for coming up with that because, like I said, I was dragging last night. I'm just going to call Greg and skip it tomorrow, but. Now I'm glad I didn't.
Me too, Vernon.
Well, I didn't know you were going to be by yourself.
Well, I'm always by myself on Thursdays.
Not always.
Yeah, but
Not
9
always.
times out of 10. Okay, 9 times out of 10. Not always. Oh,
So-
look at the time. It is almost 9 o'clock. Best music of the 50s, 60s, and 70s coming up in after the news at 9
What
o'clock.
are you doing after the show's over?
I have just some administrative stuff. Put some shows in for the weekend.
I'm going
and
to
things
my
like that.
pool company, Geyer Pools in Shippensburg.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and get your water tested.
I'm going to get my water tested. I don't know why, because it's not going to be warm enough to swim for at least 2 weeks.
No, it's not going to be.
It's not going
is
to be
it?
warm enough. Boy, I tell you what. You know who's not happy right now? Anyone that's in the bakery business.
Oh.
Yeah, this big holiday. Memorial Day holiday. It's
okay.
the kickoff to summer.
Yeah.
Hamburger and hot dog rolls.
Sure.
Boom, 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 boom.
And it's busy.
No. Who's going to be having picnics this weekend?
Well, that's true, too. Not in the rain, huh? Yeah.
It's going to rain.
Well, that is too bad.
40 days and 40 nights. The only
I don't
person
think
happy
that's
is
what it
Noah.
is. Now, here's a Saturday. It says mostly sunny, highs around 65. And
That's
Sunday,
cold.
mostly sunny skies. Yeah, but you still can have a picnic.
It's too cold to get together.
65 degrees, Vern.
It's raw out there
You can
today.
tell we're getting old. We're discussing the weather.
We turned the fireplace on last night.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we have no heat or air conditioning running through the building, through the house. But I think we need to turn the heat back on as it gets a little colder at night.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that works out.
Well, I'm going to get my water tested because at some point my grandchildren, my grandson Carter and Jackson both would swim in this.
Yeah, in this.
I think the pool temperature last time I checked was 72.
That's too cold.
It doesn't sound bad.
Yeah.
It's cold.
It's cold.
It's really cold.
It's cold. It is very cold. Yeah, I don't think I would jump in that one. So, oh, by the way, happy birthday to Paxton McClanathan. That's what that looks like, McClanathan. And my nephew Preston Button having a birthday today. He's probably born in 91, so 33, 34 years old.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, yeah, that's how that works out. He's
it is.
He was 2 weeks after my son Christian, so there we go. By the
I
way,
remember they used to say about him, he's cute as a button. It's a good thing to sign off on. They'll keep going. I've seen me do it.
It's the morning show, and we do it each and every day. 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. doesn't get much better than this.
And it's Thursday, and you should have saw that one coming.
Yeah, we warned you. We
did.
We'll let you know if the softball game is on or not tonight. We'll have to wait and see, weather permitting.
You're going to be here next Thursday.
Yeah, as far as I know.
It's about time for you to start pulling your Johnny Carson routine,
I know.
isn't it?
It's coming.
Okay.
Don't, trust me, it's coming. But I'll be here next Thursday.
Good.
We'll see how things play out with the ball game. We'll let you know. Don't forget Bird Brains tonight, On the Sidelines tonight. All those shows coming on Sports Thursday. Thursday night sports night here at WRGG. Listen, have a great day today. We'll talk to you tomorrow. And most importantly, be safe out there, okay? It's the morning show, 93.7 WRGG.
The Morning Show on WRGG.
The opinions expressed on this program or any program broadcast on this station